B. Tolman is synonymous with style. So when she acquired Uniworld, a boutique river cruise line inspired by her Ashford castle, she brought a similar style to the rivers, with a destination-inspired design for each ship.
What defines a luxury river cruise? Is it the elegance of your environment? Is it the richness of your experiences? Is it the indulgence of your culinary appetite? At Uniworld, everything is included and every detail is carefully considered, designed, and delivered to make your journey unique and unforgettable.
I'm feeling my heart beating with the rhythm of her body slowly moves. I love this feeling. Yeah, yeah. Well, I can't deny it. She turns me on, I can't control this burning desire. I wish we could, having fun under the sun. I don't know what it is, but there is a trick in her who works on me so well, and I can't deny it. She turns me on like a firecracker in the summer sun.
The Place Lamartine was a relatively new part of town. Having developed after the arrival of the railway in 1840, this neighborhood was used to the comings and goings of strangers. Vincent soon became friends with the owners of the Café de la Gare, the station cafe. And it was these cafe owners, Monsieur and Madame Genoux, who found Vincent the home where his triumphs and tragedies would play out. Unfortunately, the building was destroyed in World War II.
He spoke to the Genoux family, and they said, you can stay here for a few months until the house is ready. And so Vincent took over a house that was a bit run down. The plan was that it was going to be restored, and Vincent chose the color of green for the shutters and the butter yellow of the walls.
For Vincent, the yellow house was not just a home, but a base for his far greater ambitions as an artist, which were, like everything else, financed by Theo, his brother.
Vincent has had some extra money from Theo that he could buy chairs and tables, he could buy beds. He is making a decoration for this yellow house so that it is a true artist home. Also for non-artists to visit, so they can tell that this is a special place. This is where art is and where you can look at art.
The yellow house was at the heart of Vincent's mission to create a modern artistic brotherhood in the south of France. Vincent seemed happier than he had ever been. He began to paint obsessively.
What's astonishing about Arles is that he could, in a single day, make a great painting that is so intense and so iconic.
Inspired by the beauty of the surrounding landscape, Van Gogh created more than 100 paintings. Were Vincent's artistic achievements in the summer of 1888 the sign of a genius who'd found his path? Or was this feverish activity actually evidence of his mental decline?
Located on the sunny south of France, picturesque Avignon was once the seat of power for the Catholic Church. The historic center of Avignon is known for its architectural and cultural significance, both of which largely stem from its brief stint as the seat of the papacy. Avignon's role as residence of the popes was relatively short-lived. The Avignon papacy, or Babylonian captivity as some dubbed it, was controversial within the church and lasted only from 1309 to 1377, but it left behind a lasting imprint on the city. Beginning in 1335, a magnificent palace was constructed to house the popes. Completed in less than 20 years in 2 phases, the Palais des Papes is the largest Gothic palace in Europe. The palace also holds a collection of intricate frescoes by the Italian master Matteo Giovannetti. 7 popes occupied the palace before the papacy moved back to Rome in 1377. But the palace in Avignon remained property of the papacy until the French Revolution, when it was seized by revolutionaries. It was later converted into military barracks and a prison under Napoleon. Today, the property is preserved as a museum, and visitors can stroll through its halls and gander at the former private chambers of the Pope. The palace is surrounded by other monuments, including the Cathedral of Notre Dame des Doms, which was built in 1150. Nearby is the Petit Palais. It was once the residence of bishops and now houses an art museum with an extensive collection of works from the Middle Ages and Renaissance. A short stroll from the cathedral is Rocher des Dames, a park with panoramic views of the Rhône. And adjacent to the complex is the remnants of the Saint Benezet Bridge, which once spanned the Rhône. Today, only 4 of the original 22 arches remain, but the construction is solid enough that tourists can still stroll along the span. Luckily, getting to Avignon is quite easy, and a well-developed tourism infrastructure makes travel simple. The best way to avoid the crowds is to visit in the spring or fall.
In the summer sun, I can feel my mind slowly fading with the smell of her perfume. And when she's dancing, oh damn.
When B. Tolman founded a collection of boutique hotels, she had bigger dreams. And those dreams were on the water, a river specifically, multiple rivers, that would one day be home to Uniworld Rivercruises and their floating boutique hotels. Today, that dream sets sail in Europe, Asia, India, Egypt, and more.
J'avoue, je n'ai bavé pas vous, mon amour, avant d'avoir eu vent de vous, mon amour. Ne vous déplaise en dansant la javanaise. Nous aimions le temps d'une chanson. À votre avis, qu'avons-nous vu de l'amour? De vous à moi, vous m'avez eu, mon amour. Ne vous déplaise en dansant la javanaise. Nous aimions le temps d'une